Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
San Antonio police arresting a man that they believe is a serial rapist.
Investigators believe that the suspect attacked at least 3 different women throughout the city, but the suspect denying any idea of why he's behind bars.
Did you do it?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Why are they arresting you then?
Police say, however, that DNA is linking 26-year-old Keon Cray to all 3 cases. They say the rates date back to 2019, and all of them happened on the northeast side of town. In one case, they say he posed as an Uber driver, picked up a woman, and sexually assaulted her. Police believe there may have been some other victims, and they are urging people to please come forward.
All right, we are taking a live look out at the Alamo City. No, we're not. We're taking a live look at Justin Horner.
And his beard.
Yes, and the beard.
A lot of growth over the weekend, Justin.
A little bit. We're getting there. Not as good as Max's, but we're getting close. It is No Shave November. Quick reminder, you can find the information on our website if you would like to donate for a good cause. We do it every November. Okay, let's go outside for you and look at the sky cover. We do have some thin high clouds working over top of us right now. We'll continue to see this off and on today, although it's not as thick as yesterday. It's a little bit more sun, and that will help with temperatures. Right now, we're in the 70s. We'll be in the 80s this afternoon. It'll turn into a pretty nice day. We're also noticing humidity starting to increase a little bit on southerly winds. In the 80s, in places like Kennedy and Pleasanton, we're at 77 here in San Antonio, 76 low to 73 Bernie Stage. And our forecast today will be around 82 this afternoon. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy, with those high clouds sticking around, and then into this evening, down into the 70s and eventually 60s by tomorrow morning. That means we could see a little bit more fog. Prepare for that. But the big changes hold off until Thursday. Cold front heads our way. More on that forecast in just a bit.
It's a new week, so you know what that means. We have a new week of closures, and things could slow you down a bit. So we want you to be in the know before you go. So let's go ahead and get started here. US 90, there's always something going on there, but we have installation work that will take place this week. It all starts on Monday, November 6th, and should finish on Friday, November 10th. But keep this in mind, that work starts at 9 in the morning. Hopefully, crews will wrap at 3 in the afternoon. It's during that time drivers will see alternating ramp closures from 36th Street to Couples Road. Let's go ahead and take a drive over here to State Highway 151 over on the west side of San Antonio. Not too far, but striping work will begin on Tuesday, November 7th and Sunday, November 12th. That's when it should end. The work is overnight, so that should finish around 4 in the morning, but during that time, drivers will see a full westbound main lane closure from Petrenko Road to West Over Hills Boulevard. So plan ahead. One last drive, this time to I-35 over on the northeast side where we will have beam setting. Now, this begins Wednesday, midweek, November 8th, and should finish on Saturday, November 11th. That work also overnight starts at 9, should finish at 5 in the morning. We'll see a full closure of the eastbound and westbound lanes there at Topper Wine Road just off of I-35. So make sure you have your calendars out and scan this QR code and know what to expect, and make sure you plan ahead. There's a full list of closures on our website right now at ksat.com/traffic. So make sure you plan your commute ahead of time.
Last week, we told you about a big Justice Department grant that was going out to increase security around the country. Well, now we know 50 new police officers are going to be added to the San Antonio Police Department over the next 3 years from that grant. The Department of Justice granting San Antonio a little over $6 million. It's one of only 4 cities getting this award. Chief William McManus says he believes this will help improve call response time and address community needs.
The idea is to free up officers, give them enough time, enough discretionary time when they're not on calls so that they can work in neighborhoods. They can do directed patrols for specific crimes, for traffic, all those different things.
Now, some neighbors in San Antonio want to know how this grant will help build trust. We took those concerns to the chief, and tonight we're going to bring you his thoughts on KSAT12 News at 6.
And speaking of funding, 2 school districts in our area getting federal funding for mental health and school safety. Lytle ISD and Uvalde CISD getting a total of $815,000 in federal grants. Remember, this is all part of Senator John Cornyn's mental health and school safety bill. It was signed into law after the Uvalde shooting. Lytle would be getting about $315,000 in the federal grant. Uvalde receiving $500,000. The money set to go towards improvements to school security, things like metal detectors, installation of technology, and expedited notifications of law enforcement during an emergency.
Former President Donald Trump warned this morning to keep his testimony to the point as he takes a stand in the civil fraud trial against him. The judge asked him to do less politicking, more answering.
ABC's Rena Roy explains what the former president is now facing in court and why everything he says is being scrutinized.
Former President Donald Trump arriving at state Supreme Court in New York City, where he's taking the witness stand in his own defense in the $250 million civil fraud case against him, his 2 adult sons, and his company.
This trial is ridiculous.
Today, Trump answering questions about his wealth and business, with New York Attorney General Letitia James accusing him and his eldest sons of wildly inflating the net worth of the Trump Organization's assets by as much as $2.2 billion. The judge has already agreed that James has proved her case on the key issue of fraud, determining Trump overvalued those assets for a decade to get better terms on loans and insurance. The Attorney General is seeking $250 million in damages and to bar Trump and his sons from doing business in New York.
But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie.
Trump has shown up to court to listen in over the last few weeks, continually blasting James and the judge.
It's political warfare, as you would call it, or political lawfare.
He also stormed out of court after an unfavorable ruling from the judge, and the judge fined him twice for violating a gag order against disparaging court staff. Today, after Trump gave non-responsive answers to the prosecutor's questions, the frustrated judge asked Trump's attorney, Chris Kise, "Mr. Kise, can you control your client? This is not a political rally. This is a courtroom." Later, striking some of his answers from the record.
I think the more that the former president says and goes into, the more record he creates that can be used against him.
Trump's eldest sons took the stand last week, both of them claiming they were never directly involved with their father's financial statements. Their sister Ivanka will take the stand on Wednesday. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
There is still one more chance to cast your vote for this year's election, and that is going to be tomorrow. All you have to do is scan this QR code on your screen. You'll get a complete ballot breakdown and find out more information on the polling places that are near you. This year's ballot has no federal government positions on it, but there are a few local seats up for grabs and more than a dozen Texas constitutional amendments for you to vote on.
And VIA providing fare free rides on Election Day. You can get a free ride to the polls, show a valid voter registration card to the VIA bus operator. It's all part of their long-standing Ride VIA to Vote program. The program launched in 2016, and since then, VIA has provided more than 2,000 trips for people to go to the polls. You can plan your trip through the Transit app.
Still ahead, an overtime loss for the Spurs and highlights and lowlights from that game. We're also going to take a look at who they're facing this week.
And what one local nonprofit is doing to make sure people are able to get food year-round. Good morning. Good afternoon and welcome back. 'Tis the season of giving, and a local nonprofit stepping up, helping out, raising funds and canned goods, trying to help thousands of families and members of our community.
Tiffany Huerta shows us the different ways you can give this holiday season.
Hunger is not a Thanksgiving issue. It's an issue 365 days a year.
The local nonprofit Inner City Development is kicking off its Thanksgiving 365 initiative to raise money and canned foods to feed families and individuals.
Thanksgiving 365 is an event we have to raise the funds to keep our emergency food pantry stocked for 365 days.
Organizations and schools are joining, including Holy Cross of San Antonio, that has supported the pantry for 30 years.
At our school, we do have a canned food drive where we do collect cans, and before Thanksgiving break, we do stack the cans in the doorway to try to block the teachers in.
Another way the community is getting involved is through fasting.
Each individual commits to raise $1,000, and they will fast until they raise it. The fast can be bread and water, it can be nothing, it can be giving up a meal a day.
These are just some of the people that are fasting this year. Everyone has a different reason why they're participating in Thanksgiving 365.
I'm fasting this year for the first time, and it's because I've been volunteering here at Inner City. I've seen the need for food for both the homeless as well as families.
The nonprofit hopes to reach its goal of $35,000 this year.
We're estimating at serving at least 37,000 people during this coming year.
Students invite others to join this initiative.
The city needs as much help as it could get, help those in need, and it's just a good way to start the Christmas season and Thanksgiving season off.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
Looking outside with live cam, kudos to our meteorologist. What a gorgeous weekend you gave us.
We can't take all the credit. But
I give you the credit when it's bad.
Well, that's true. Thank you. Yes, it was very nice this weekend. The aquifer is down 0.3 foot to 635.8 in your pollen count. We've just got molds and ragweed, and they're both low, so we're doing well there. What about rain? When does it come back into the picture? Looks like Thursday with a cold front. We're going to look at that forecast for you coming up.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. Happy Monday. I got to say, we are getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. Favorite holiday of the year.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I have a corny response.
It's kind of it's in his brain because we're planning on having turkey after the show.
We are 2 o'clock. My mouth is watering thinking about it. David Elder's getting the whole room available. Oh, speaking of food.
Well, I was going to say, this is what you've been training for all year, right, Max?
Oh, yes.
Picture's worth 1,000 words. I Declare is here. They have a fall menu, and that does include the bourbon pecan pie and this sorghum crumble apple pie. And we have a question for you.
So if you had to pick just one, would it be apple, pecan, or pumpkin?
Yeah, for Thanksgiving.
100% that pecan, but with that bourbon in it. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm going apple. Apple. With the crumble on top, too, it's over.
Yeah, and then let's see, ice cream on that, whipped cream on the other one.
Yes.
They even said you can have a little bourbon on the side with the bourbon pecan pie.
Totally. How about a flight of bourbon?
They can tell you all about that and more on their fall menu. And Worst Fest today, too. Yeah.
A lot to look at and smell and eat
and
drink.
Hungry already. All right, Justin, we gave you ours. What are you picking?
So this is very unpopular. I don't like any of those.
Why are you the way you are? I just need to know this.
How did I know you were going to be the Grinch
I'm
of
sorry,
Thanksgiving?
No, I'm a cherry pie guy. I like cherry pie. Just saying. Those are okay. I'm not dissing those.
What are we going to do with him?
The bourbon
no pie for you.
Nice.
No pie for you.
Okay, sorry. Don't email me.
Your
please.
producer just called you Thanksgiving hater.
I'm not. I love Thanksgiving. I love the food. One thing we do have to look at is the lack of rainfall that we've been seeing. We need some rain so very bad, and we've chipped away at this drought a little bit. We're doing better, but we still need a lot more. We're down 11 inches, by the way, year to date, and the entire state is still in a deficit, so it's not just us, but we have one of the higher deficits you'll see, and we need more rain. There's no two ways around it, and here's what we're thinking as far as rainfall goes. The rainfall chance is Thursday, 60%. I think Thursday night we'll still see that kind of chance before it falls a little bit on Friday, but that's our next best chance, and it comes with a cold front too, so we're going to get some gusty winds and cooler temperatures. If you're into that sort of thing, we'll get you some more fall-like weather by the end of the work week. As we look at the weather where you live, lots of clouds this morning, although those morning clouds have shifted out. Now we're just left with some high clouds. 77 in San Antonio, 80 in New Braunfels, 73 Boerne, 75 in Kerrville. In your forecast today, 82 at 4 o'clock, 82 at 5 p.m. We'll call it mostly cloudy, but it'll be more like filtered sun. 74 at 8 p.m. and then this evening down into the 60s. And we'll start out tomorrow morning fairly warm and with a lot of humidity. Dew points are up. We've got dew points in the 60s. These numbers don't really change, and in fact, they'll climb some as we get into tomorrow morning. Temperature and dew point get close together. You get some fog. I think we'll start off with fog both tomorrow and again on Wednesday morning, so just a heads up. Shouldn't last very long, but if we don't get fog, we'll at least get some of those morning clouds. So that's kind of the theme next several days is morning cloud cover, afternoon sun. And we've got a good conveyor belt of upper level moisture coming in from the Pacific out ahead of that next storm system, which right now is up here, across the Pacific Northwest, producing rain and snow there. So as this drops south, this is just one component, but we start to get some lift from this area of low pressure. We got the moisture coming in from the Pacific. We've got the Gulf moisture. We got a frontal boundary. So all the ingredients are there that we need to get some rain out of this. And then so I think by Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, our rain chances start to go up. That's when we bump it up to 60%. And then by Friday morning, we've got some lingering showers. It turns windy and cooler. And then by Friday afternoon, rain clears out. Can't guarantee the clouds will. It still may be a sort of a gray day, gray, cool, cloudy day. But the rain will push out into the Gulf of Mexico. How much rain will we get? Well, I don't know that we're going to get a lot. Right now, the estimates are somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch, which is not going to do a whole lot to get us out of our rainfall deficit, but we just got to keep, again, chipping away at it. Every little bit helps. The bigger totals as it stands right now would be closer to the coast. So our extended forecast will go 85 tomorrow, 84 Wednesday, morning clouds and fog both days, 40 to 60% chance of rain Thursday into Friday, and look for more clouds over the weekend, but nice, 67 both Saturday and Sunday, guys.
Loving those rain chances.
Yep.
Thank you, Justin. Next in sports, a huge game for Texans CJ Stroud. The record he broke as he led the Texans to the big win over the Bucs.
Look at that, some overtime excitement. On the other side, tough loss for Cowboys. We're going to hear from Dak Prescott and head coach Mike McCarthy for now, after the break.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
I may be biased, but I'm saying matchup of the year so far, Cowboys, Eagles, and it proved to be tough. Philly scoring first, but the Cowboys not letting up. Going into the half, Cowboys up by 3. Second half, though, Philly started heating up, putting the Cowboys down by 2 possessions. Dak, he looked all right. This was one of my favorite plays. This was opening up the second half. Dak did what he could, but at the end of the day, this was the last play. They had a couple penalties, started to CD 5 yards short, denied. Cowboys go on to lose. A lot of criticism back and forth. It really became a game lack of discipline. Who wanted it less? At the end of the day, Cowboys wanted it less. They would lose 28-23. Jalen Hurts endured all of the punishing hits from the Dallas defense. Philly, now the only 8-1 team in the NFL. Dallas falling to 5-3 after the game. Dak talked about some of those missed opportunities.
An inch or two on one of those 3 plays, and we could be talking about a different outcome. So, but they got this one. Sucks. We're gonna take it. We're gonna move forward and use the fight, use a lot of the success. A lot of good things came out of this game despite the loss.
If you're getting into playoff football, it's you have to make one more play in the other team. That's what this game was tonight. We needed to make one more play.
I mean, I feel like we got even more confidence now. I feel like everybody had us out and everyone was praising this Eagles team. Obviously, we gave them their best fit, and I'm not even going to spit fuel on the fire. We'll see y'all. We'll see them again in 4 weeks.
It's true. They do have another matchup in 4 weeks. Remember, divisional rivals. Here's the good news, though. If you're a Cowboys fan, you got an easy schedule those next 4 weeks. Next up, the 2-7 Giants, who just lost their quarterback to an ACL tear, taking on the Giants at AT&T Stadium Sunday, 3:25.
Meantime, the Texans hosting the Buccaneers yesterday, and CJ Stroud had the best game of his career so far. And that says a lot. It was a slow start for the Texans. By the half, they were down by 7. Second half, a complete turnaround for the Texans. CJ Stroud on fire, throwing multiple touchdowns like this one to help the Texans take the lead. Stroud breaking the rookie record. That's right, broke the record for passing yards in a game. Texans win it 39-37. Houston now 4-4. CJ Stroud giving high praise to his offensive linemen.
I told them boys up front, like, man, if y'all give me just a little time, I'm going to make them pay. They didn't just give me a little time, they gave me a lot of time, so that helped a lot. And we told them, I challenged them guys at the beginning of the week, and man, y'all are the heartbeat of this team. Like, we move how our line moves. And I appreciate those guys for just battling and fighting. And I just told them, like, man, we're gonna go win this game. I don't know if y'all believe it or not, but I know I believe it. And I know y'all look at me in my eyes, y'all can tell. And so we went out there and we did it, man. And by the glory of God, now we're 4-4, so.
Now they believe it. The Texans hit the road next Sunday to face the Bengals in Cincy at high noon.
All right, we saw the Texans win in OT. We're going to talk about a game that lost in OT. Tough game for the Spurs yesterday. Toronto Raptors here in San Antonio. Our old friend Jacopoto. First 2 quarters, Spurs were dominating. They were shooting 52% from the field in the first half, but things they took a turn in the second half. Spurs were up 22 points. The Raptors came back to tie the game, sending it to OT. And then the Raptors would take off in OT, causing the Spurs, well, to fall. Raptors would end up winning it 123-116. The Spurs, though, 500. They're sitting at 3-3 through the first 6 games. Don't worry, there's 82 games in the season. Moving forward to next week's game, Spurs flying to Indy, taking on the Pacers tonight, 6 o'clock. Then head to New York, taking on the Knicks Wednesday, and back home hosting the Timberwolves on Friday night. Next Sunday, I love the Sunday games, taking on the Miami Heat. I got a hot take. I think they kind of needed the kick in the butt because they got a little complacent after being up 22. It's a young team. Devin Vassell's not playing, so they're going to go into Indy, and they're going to take care of business.
How many games do they have left?
Well, about 76. 82 minus 6. Yeah,
All
math.
right. All right. They'll get it by the end of that, surely. Still ahead in our next half hour, what Worst Fest officials are doing to make sure that all their guests are safe from anyone trying to bring weapons into this event.
Plus, why growing tensions and disagreements in the Texas legislature could lead to another special session.